Hi guys, this is Jason with UpDog. I want to talk to you about our new team site. So hopefully you've seen our posts, and that's why you're here. We've invited you to join our public beta launch of the UpDog team site and encourage you to visit our explanations page and then to go ahead and check out the team site. So I want to go ahead and show you a little bit of that on video. Hopefully that'll help you navigate and find your way through, and hopefully answer a few questions along the way. Of course, if you run into any issues, we'd love for you to email us at help@updogchallenge.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the explanation page. When you click here, it's going to take you to the membership page. Okay, that would be the URL if you ever need to navigate to it. And this is an explanation of teams, how they work, and also an explanation of the beta test. So currently, this is a beta test. What that means is you get almost full activation of your teams with some minor exceptions. That way you get to see exactly how membership works with UpDog. Okay, so that'll start over here. You will create your team, activate a team, and get your stats. That's the basic premise of our teams page. You'll do that at our teams site here at teams.updogchallenge.com. Currently in this beta test, you'll be able to create a team, and that team will be temporarily and partially activated, which means you'll be able to see your stats and your world qualifying points. Stats are things like achievements and points for the various games. You will not at this time receive any ups, and you will not be leveling up. Receiving ups means we actually mail physical ups. They're sort of like ribbons or tokens, so that you'll have a physical representation of the ups that you've earned as a team. Okay. Over here it explains that the beta test will be open June 9th and last through the 31st, and then we expect to launch approximately August 1st with the official live launch. At that point, your beta teams will revert back to teams. The difference between a beta team and an active team. So a beta team is partially activated, so you don't get full benefits, but you get most of the benefits. A team is simply the team that you can create on the team site. So that way you get a team number and can play all the games and you can see your points and your that you've earned at different events. But what you won't be able to do is view your achievements, your world qualification points, and go to worlds. When it does come time to activate your teams, it's as simple as purchasing an activation code from the UpDog store. It's only $5 per team. People will ask us, well, you know, what's that $5 for? Why do I have to pay to be a member? That's just going to help out with mailing your physical ups, which will go out quarterly. It'll also help with the expenses of the website, and part of it will go towards making sure you have the best World's Finals event in the whole universe. And then finally, when your teams are activated, they will be called member teams, and they'll have full access to stats, world qualifying, ups, and leveling up. Also, at that time, any teams who activate their teams will get bonus time, which means if you activate your team, let's say August 1st, you'll get all of the rest of 2015 and all of 2016. So we're just going to say thank you by giving you that time at no cost. Here you'll get the scoop on UpDog teams. So once the beta test is over, this bit will go away, and this will be the content you'll see on the page. It'll explain that you're going to, in general, what you do is you go to the team site and you log in, or technically you have to join first, which is really easy, and we'll go through that process, and eventually you'll log in, and then all you do is add dogs and humans on the competitors tab, and then you'll go to your teams tab and you'll make teams with those dog and human competitors. Your next step would then be to activate your team, and then third, of course, will be tracking your achievements. This is all repeated again over here. And then down on these links, this is where you can purchase an activation code do not do that. You don't need an activation code. It won't be of any use to you until once we do the full launch in August. But this link will be valuable to you. This is the link to the actual Teams page. But before we go there, I just want to show you down here, we've got some frequently asked questions for you. So you can just click on that, and it'll drop down and give you some information. Okay, and as we get more and more questions, any of the common questions that we get, we'll put the answers here. So if you run into a problem, you may want to come here first and see if the answer is there. So let's go ahead and visit the Teams page. So this is our team page. You can see the address if you ever want to navigate to it directly. Notice that it's got the S, it's a secure site, as is the main site. Both sites are secure. That's to protect any of the data that is transmitted from you to the website. So you can see here that I'm logged in. I'm going to go ahead and log off. And then you'll notice that what you see over here is a join or a login. So if I were to click join UpDog, most of you have seen this before. You're going to get an opportunity to create that UpDog account. It's very quick and easy. You're simply going to use one of your social accounts to log in. Okay, so all you'll do is click on one of your accounts. So when I click on Facebook, it will because I've already used Facebook, it'll already log me in. Okay, so that's technically logged me in. If you have any questions during the during the join process, just shoot us an email at help@updogchallenge.com. Now you'll notice up here are the primary tabs that you're going to be using. Of course, you won't have the administration tab. But here's the basic tab where you can search for competitors. For example, if I search for one of my favorite competitors, Chip, his name will come up here. I'll click on his name, and there I can see Chip Baker and Crash. Okay, and then this is their team page, so I can see their total points, their Worlds qualification. Let's look at that real quick. You can see they've already qualified for a number of games. That's because of their probably because of Premier. You can see it lists the most recent recent time this game was played, how many cumulative points they have, their rank out of all the total teams. So out of 541 teams that have played four-way play, Chip and Crash are ranked third. And I believe that's due to cumulative points, not necessarily that they've had the highest score overall. So here you can see a number of things listed for Chip. These are some of his achievements in four-way play. These are some of his achievements in fragility. You notice Chip has earned an up in fragility, a nifty 50 up. Some achievements in funky and spaced out. Throw and go. This says no achievements earned yet. And then here's a listing of all of his events. Eventually these will be clickable and you'll be able to go to the actual event itself and see all the other competitors. Okay. So you'll notice there's a message up here reminding you to send any questions to help@updogchallenge.com. And also please note that UpDog competitor numbers starting with an X are temporary. So you'll notice that both of these numbers for Chip are temporary. What Chip needs to do is he needs to go log into his account and create new competitors with Chip Baker and Crash, and then create a new team of Chip Baker and Crash. Once that happens, our man Brian is going to make sure that that old data, what we call the legacy data, will be associated with the new team. Okay, that's really important for all of you who have competed previously. We've put your data in the system so that you can see it. But now what we need you to do is to create your new teams so that we can associate that old data with your new teams. Okay, so even if you see your name in here like Chip Baker and Crash, Chip's going to have to go in and add himself as a competitor and Crash as a competitor and make a team. And then once that's done, we'll be able to associate this data that you see currently with his new team. Okay, so we've enjoyed looking over the sort of competitor search and seeing that information. Here's some games information. This is a sort of a more simple interface than what we have planned. but you can see it lists our games, and then you can check out stats for level 1 of each of the games. We haven't played any level 2 games yet, so nothing to click on there. If we were to click on Far Out for level 1, you'll see Gary, Duke, and Bear as the leading team in Far Out, accumulating 468 points in 2 total rounds, averaging 234 points a round. Okay. Eventually, you're going to see a lot more sortable stats, and you'll see per game stats, etc. We're probably going to launch those in August when we launch the live and full membership team site. So events, this is a listing. Oh, they are clickable now. That's pretty cool. So this is a listing of all of the recent events. Let's see. For example, I was just in Kalamazoo. Where did I see that? There's Kalamazoo, and it was a 3-day event, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Let's look at the 13th. So you can see what's listed here is Throw and Go Level 1. You can see each of the games listed and the scores, and then you'll even see their achievements listed during that game. That's pretty amazing. Actually, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Pretty impressive. It's nice to see. You can see in Spaced Out Level 1, Danielle and Recon earned a nifty 50 and scored 65 points in Spaced Out. For Fragility, it was Joel and Zoe, earning 125 points, getting a Fragility Freak and a high 5, and so on. So those are under events. You can see recent events. If you don't see an event here, there can be a couple reasons why. One, either the tournament director or the event director hasn't sent us that information, or they've sent it to us and it hasn't been uploaded yet. One thing though to note though is if you do see the event here and you check it and your information is incorrect or missing, please just let us know and we'll check into it for you. Okay. There is a help section here. It's just sort of an overview of guest teams versus member teams, an explanation of teams, and an explanation of competitor. Okay. Where a lot of the magic happens is right under here once you've logged in. This is the primary screen you're going to see. Identities really is just a listing of all the different social accounts that you could log in with. Your user profile, right now it's really basic. Obviously, we'll be upgrading this as time goes on. There are some alerts throughout the site. So you can see once again, this is telling you that this is being beta tested, that you will revert back to a guest team, and that you'll have to activate your team in order to become a member team. So just a reminder so that no one's surprised when that time comes. Here's the tab that you're going to spend a lot of time on. This is where you're going to add your competitors. So you can see here I've added myself, Dragon Lily, and the Kai Bear. Let's say I want to add another competitor because I can add anyone. So I could add my son, Bryce Lighty. And I'll select his competitor type. He is human, last I checked, and we'll save him. So now you'll see that my son Bryce has a competitor number. In fact, he now has his own URL, so he'll have a direct URL to his profile. Okay. Now you'll see that he's been added to my competitor list, and I'm going to go ahead and create another competitor. This will be Shenanigans. That's one of my new puppy. She is obviously a canine. I'll click Save. Now when I click Save, for the dogs, I'll get a little bit more information. Height as measured at the withers. Notice there's a Wikipedia link here that'll explain to you what the withers are for your dog. She's just a puppy. I'm just going to put any number down here for now. And then the jump height class that she should compete in. Ideally, there would be a little more information here to help you choose your jump height, but you can reference it on the main site. Remember, we have mini, midi, and maxi, and basically you jump somewhere between 4 inches and 24 inches. For agility people, they're going to have a set height that they want to jump. For disc dog people, if your dogs aren't necessarily agility trained, you may want to jump sort of a lower height until your dog gets used to taking those jumps. But again, you can reference the appropriate jump heights in the game of fragility. You can read the rules for fragility and see them there. Okay, so I'm going to select a jump height of 4 inches for my puppy and click Save. And now you can see I've got Bryce and Shenanigans have been added in there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Teams. You can see there's my 2 teams. Now when I try to log in, when I try to sign up for games, I want to use my team number. This is my UpDog team number. And that way it'll make sure it associates my results for those games at that event with my team number. Okay. But I want to create a new team, so I'm going to click Create. And there's some good information here for you to read. Go ahead and read through that. I'm going to go ahead and click Create a New Team. Now I could search for a team. Let's say I wanted to create a team with my friend Jack. So I can search for Jack. It didn't come up. I don't know why. Give it one more shot. Alright, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to click Add Competitor. And in this case, I'm just going to pull from the competitors I've added to my profile. I'm going to go ahead and take Bryce Lighty. There I've added 1 competitor. Notice it says I need at least 1 canine competitor, so I can't save my team yet. So I need to add another competitor, and I need to add a dog. So this time I'm going to add the Kai Bear. So now I've got the Kai Bear and Bryce Lighty. That satisfies the requirements for creating a team. So I can go ahead and give that team a name. I can keep the name that's auto-populated for me, Bryce Lighty and the Kai Bear. Or I could change it if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. And then there's the team lookup code. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And now you can see Bryce Lighty and the Kai Bear. And if I were to click on their name, here's their team page. Obviously, they don't have any stats associated with it yet. So, obviously, we're going to run into challenges and issues. Like I'm going to make sure that we have the jump heights available there when you add a dog on the competitor tab. Also, when you're trying to create a team and you want to search for another competitor, want to make sure that functionality works the way you need it to. So there'll be all kinds of things that'll come up. It's a pretty complex system. We're really, really grateful to be able to bring this to you, and really appreciate your patience and feedback. A couple quick things I want you to note. Freestyle isn't included yet in the stats, so when you look your team up and you're looking for old stats or even the new stats, you're not going to see any freestyle yet. So we're in the process of adding that. It could be any day now. We'll update you when it has been added. There's probably some more things I should tell you, but I really just want to get you started. Hopefully this gives you a good start, helps you understand what we're doing and how it works. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. We hope you're really excited and happy about being able to track and see the results that you have at playing the UpDog games with your dog. Again, thanks, and email us at help@updogchallenge.com with any questions.